I came across something. It's been permeating in the media and the news for the last 5, 10, 15 years with the growth of social media. It's words, how we utilize our words, whether it's positive or negative. They have an impact. Back in the day, we used to say, and parents used to say, well, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, they won't hurt me. They won't affect me. I don't think that's true anymore. Because with the advent of social media and content and people going on voicing their opinions or displeasures on whatever it may be, whether it's homophobic, whether it's about race, religion, whatever they don't like, it's impacting people and their mental approaches to what they do. Young men and women, older men and women, teenagers, what we do, how we get affected by words, what we say, how we say them, how we impart them upon people. The good, the bad, the ugly. It was a recent incident. I don't want to give a lot of life to it, to Breanna Stewart and her wife about some really derogatory language and actually threats to her, Breanna Stewart. This is basketball. This is someone's life. They have a family. Now, I want to backtrack and say that the hatred has been there for a long time. Throughout the history of the world, you can always trace it back to whether you're a highly publicized person that got hate, or it was someone dealing with a mental issue that had an issue with a politician or whoever it may be. But the difference being we're getting it in real time. Back in the day, we would get yesterday's news today because of newspaper and some things on TV. Today, we're getting everything in real time. And because of that, that's providing a voice for people who probably would never be heard. But now, unfortunately, because of the First Amendment, freedom of speech, a lot of people feel it's necessary to voice their opinions in a negative way. It's okay to disagree. We can agree to disagree on a lot of different things. But how you voice that disagreement when it starts to become threatening is the issue that we're dealing with. And to be honest with you, I don't know what the solution is, because it's hard to police it from the perspective of social media. Because once you start to thread and take away the ability to voice an opinion, then you start to then diminish the part of having free speech. But it has to be something that has to be done. I know these social media outlets have tried in the past to eliminate certain accounts of people or individuals or company who spew hate, but we're still steadily rolling down this hill. It has to be something that has to be done, because it's playing the mental effect on our young people, on our young generation. We see it with suicidal attempts or suicides going up with young people being affected by words used on social media. Where do we go as parents, as a community, as society to kind of impact and stop this? I don't know, but I do believe that we got to continue to work for, because I do advocate for social media in the right way, to use it as a tool to communicate, to get with people, to push the narrative, to have an engaging conversation where, hey, you don't have to agree with everything I have to say. Maybe we find a common ground within that disagreement where I have the ability, and this is very important, to listen to what you're saying and then dissecting that and seeing if there's something that makes sense. But the hate, the threats, all of those things are very unnecessary. And I'm preaching to the choir. A lot of people are talking about it. But it's something that we as a society have to try to change. I don't think it's going to be across the board 100%. But at the same time, what's going on right now in social media, especially with the entertainment world, sports world, political world, social activist world, I mean, it's playing into the hands of a lot of the tragedies that have happened, you know, not only in the States, but across the world, and will continue to happen until we figure out a solution here, or a way to stem it where people can voice their opinions without the aspect, or live their life without being threatened for who they are. Check out new episodes of The Jim Jackson Show every Thursday. Watch on the Rich Eisen Show YouTube page. Follow the show on Instagram at Jim Jackson Show, or listen wherever you get your podcasts.